My Duke and Duchess darlings, Duke and Duchess noble hearts, my court of kindness, Sussex squad forever family. It's your host Tyler, and I am thrilled to bring you this latest mesmerising and enchanting news. It's hard to ignore the glaring difference. While Harry and Meghan light up global stages with star power and sincerity, the rest of the royal family often feel like faded wallpaper. Present, but utterly forgettable. From electric appearances at Beyoncé concerts to heartfelt engagements that resonate worldwide, the Sussexes embody what modern royalty could be: dynamic, connected and genuinely human. Meanwhile, the Windsor leftovers cling to outdated traditions and stiff formalities, coming off less like leaders and more like relics. Public sentiment is shifting fast. Social media is ablaze with frustration over what was lost, a vibrant couple ready to evolve the monarchy, replaced by figures who seem more invested in ceremony than substance. In an age craving authenticity and relevance, the contrast couldn't be more damning. I will just go through a few tweets here. One user said, "Me? After seeing the picture of Harry and Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex at Beyoncé's concert, holy shit, they look absolutely amazing, happy, youthful and in love. Let the meltdown begin. May they continue to live their best life." User 2 said, "Brits really are miserable because we could have had a sexy princess for once who is educated and can cook and shit. But instead, we are so miserable we'd rather be stuck with the most utterly useless, lumpy, pale and stale lot who are currently stealing our taxpayer-funded money for their tea parties." Another user said, "It really is pathetic considering most of them are wankers. Charles a plonk, Andrew a twat, they hide Edward, the dad a raging bigot and racist. Quite bizarre." And lastly, you look at that photo, and then at Kate, and you see why Harry is not in London, but he is smiling. We could have had a real asset, but people did not want that. Our loss. Wow, wow, wow. Spot on tweets. I like this. The royal family's desperate attempts to render the Sussexes invisible have spectacularly backfired, revealing a profound institutional crisis that cuts to the heart of the monarchy's relevance. Despite orchestrated efforts to marginalise Harry and Meghan, the couple has instead become increasingly iconic, their global popularity soaring far beyond the rigid constraints of traditional royal protocol. The palace's frustration is palpable. What was intended as a strategic silencing has transformed into a global narrative of resilience and authenticity. Harry and Meghan have not merely survived their royal exodus, they have thrived, capturing international imagination in a way that exposes the stark contrast with the remaining leftover royals. Their success is not just a personal triumph, but a systematic challenge to the antiquated royal machinery, demonstrating that true influence cannot be controlled or contained by institutional boundaries. The British public's frustration with the remaining royal family has reached a boiling point, with scathing critiques emerging that paint the leftover royals as utterly uninspiring and painfully mundane. Tweets and public commentary reveal a stinging preference for Meghan Sussex, whom many Brits view as the sexy princess they were robbed of experiencing. One particularly viral tweet encapsulated the national sentiment, lambasting the current royals as a miserable, lumpy, pale and still lot who are shamelessly siphoning taxpayer funds for trivial tea parties. The contrast between the dynamic Sussexes and the perceived lifeless remaining royals couldn't be more stark, with Brits openly expressing their desire for a more vibrant, educated and engaging royal representation that Meghan seemingly embodied. A princess who could not only captivate public imagination, but also potentially cook a decent meal, unlike the current uninspired lineup of royal figureheads. The Sussexes' profound compassion emerges not just as a public relations strategy, but as a genuine, deeply rooted commitment to human connection. During their time as working royals, Harry and Meghan distinguished themselves through remarkably authentic interactions with people from all walks of life, consistently demonstrating a rare ability to truly listen and engage. Their foundation became a powerful testament to their philanthropic vision, enabling meaningful support for countless individuals facing challenges, proving that their care extends far beyond ceremonial gestures. Whether connecting with community members, supporting humanitarian causes, or using their global platform to amplify marginalised voices, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex have consistently shown that their royal status was never about privilege, but about the profound responsibility to serve and uplift others. The British royal family's notorious selfishness reaches new depths of moral bankruptcy, with their relentless pursuit of personal gain at the expense of public welfare. From scandalous financial improprieties to shameless exploitation of their privileged positions, these so-called leftover royals have transformed institutional corruption into an art form. King Charles and Prince William have been exposed for brazenly siphoning millions from taxpayer funds, revealing a breathtaking level of institutional theft that would make even the most audacious fraudsters blush. Their conduct as landlords is equally reprehensible, renting out uninhabitable properties while callously charging exorbitant fees, demonstrating a stunning disregard for basic human dignity. Moreover, their questionable practice of charging people to cross bridges, a medieval-style extortion tactic, further underscores their medieval mindset of extracting wealth from those least able to afford it. These royals represent not nobility, but a parasitic class utterly disconnected from the struggles of ordinary citizens, viewing their inherited privilege as an unassailable right to pillage and plunder. The Brits' collective sentiment reveals a profound missed opportunity that continues to haunt the royal establishment. Had the monarchy truly recognised Harry and Meghan's exceptional potential, they could have ushered in a transformative era of modern royal leadership. Instead, the royal family's short-sightedness resulted in losing two of their most dynamic, compassionate and globally appealing members. The public's mounting regret is palpable, with many British citizens openly lamenting that the Sussexes represented a rare chance for the monarchy to reinvent itself, a chance carelessly discarded through institutional prejudice and archaic thinking. The widespread belief that Harry would have made a far more compelling king than his more traditional brother reflects a growing frustration with the royal status quo, with many seeing the Sussexes as the breath of fresh air the stagnant royal institution desperately needed. The royal family's grotesque display of unearned military honours reached a new low with Prince William's recent exhibition of fabricated medals, a shameful testament to the institution's growing irrelevance. By adorning himself with an Order of Birth medal, a ludicrous accolade essentially rewarding him for being born into privilege, William epitomises the very mockery the monarchy has become. Unlike genuine veterans who earn their decorations through sacrifice and courage, these royals brazenly wear medals like costume jewellery, transforming genuine military honours into a pathetic costume drama. The public's rising contempt is palpable. They see through this charade, recognising these unearned trinkets as nothing more than symbols of an archaic, self-aggrandising system that celebrates birthright over actual achievement. William's medal-wearing represents more than just a personal indiscretion. It's a glaring representation of the royal family's disconnect from reality, their increasing perception as a laughable institution more concerned with performative grandeur than genuine service. In a delightful twist of fate, the British public has wholeheartedly embraced the narrative that Prince Harry and Meghan Sussex dodged a bullet by dramatically departing the royal family's suffocating embrace. Far from being ostracised, the Sussexes have been celebrated as the breath of fresh air that the stale royal institution desperately needed. The overwhelming public sentiment suggests that compared to the leftover royals, a term dripping with disdain, Harry and Meghan represent a far more appealing, dynamic and authentic royal option. British citizens have been vocal in their appreciation, viewing the Sussexes' exit from what they colourfully describe as a gilded cage not as a loss, but as a triumphant liberation that ultimately benefits both the couple and the watching world. The Sussexes' influence has transcended the narrow confines of the British monarchy, proving that true charisma and authentic connection cannot be contained by institutional walls. The British public has increasingly recognised that in Harry and Meghan, they possessed a transformative royal couple who represented hope, diversity and genuine compassion, qualities tragically absent from the traditional royal landscape. As one poignant tweet encapsulated, "Unfortunately, everything good doesn't stay on that island," reflecting a widespread sentiment that the United Kingdom fundamentally did not deserve such extraordinary representatives. The collective consciousness has crystallised around a powerful narrative. The Sussexes were not just royals, but catalysts for meaningful change, whose departure symbolised a profound indictment of an archaic system more interested in preservation than progress. Their ongoing global impact serves as a testament to their remarkable ability to capture hearts worldwide, demonstrating that true nobility is measured not by bloodline or title, but by commitment to human dignity and social transformation. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the podcast. Please share your thoughts in the comments section. Love you all. Goodbye.